Smokin' Joe Buffer. I'm your ring announcer for tonight. Our referee for the first match is Jamie Tucker. This contest set for a one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing you first, from Daytona Beach, Florida, weighing 239 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Skyfire. His opponent from Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in today 225 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only David Jericho.
Okay, wrestling fans, thanks for joining us here on IPW Pro Wrestling Home Video. We have a night of action you will not believe tonight. Body Count will take on from ECW the Gangstas, Brad Armstrong, Ricky Morton, Freebird, Terry Gordy, Jumpin' Joey Maggs, and more. We're ready to get underway. I am Alan Barry, along with my broadcast partner for the evening, the boss, Chance Williams.
You got that right, Alan. And I tell you what, right off the bat, I got a match in here that I don't like. We got two fan favorites in here, Dave Jericho and Steve Skyfire. I tell you, I can tell this is going to be boring right off the bat.
Well, that's the thing about IPW Pro Wrestling. It doesn't matter who the fans like or who the fans don't like. If two guys hate each other's guts, we'll put them in against each other. If they respect each other and are friends, hey, we'll put them in. And that's what's going on here. These two guys have wrestled a lot together. They've wrestled against each other. They've also wrestled with each other. Right now, Jericho's got Skyfire in a headlock. Dave Jericho is in the blue, and Skyfire in the black with the red and yellow.
I noticed Opie's our referee for tonight.
No, that's Jamie Tucker, Chance.
Oh, please. That's always interesting. I tell you what, this guy right here, he's cost me more victories than I don't know who has. Opie Taylor, whatever, please.
So you're mad at him because he calls it like it is?
Oh, no, never. It's just slow count after slow count. And then, you know, when the puncher's got him beat, then he'll slow up on his count. And then if the puncher's shoulders to the mat, oh, it's just 1, 2, 3, real quick. Of course, the puncher's never been down for 1, 2, 3, so, you know, I rest my case.
Well, you see, Dave Jericho was talking to Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton's in his corner tonight. Jericho is one half of the new Rock and Roll Express with Ricky Morton. He was trained by Morton. He's been wrestling for about 2 years. They've been teaming up for the past 6 months or so. And I know they're one of your favorite tag teams.
Oh, please. Let me tell you something. Body Count's in the house is all I got to say. You know, Body Count's my new tag team, the 6'8", 320-pound puncher, along with Heavy Metal Rick Savage, 6'5", 285 pounds, and you're talking about a big, awesome tag team. They're here tonight. Rock and Roll Express, you better get ready, because when we wipe out the Gangstas tonight, hey, you're next.
The tag team scene here in IPW Pro Wrestling is hot and heavy. Teams from all over the country are trying to get in, trying to work their way up the ladder of contention. And right now, Dave Jericho in singles competition is looking pretty good. He's working over the leg right now of Steve Skyfire, and Skyfire's none too pleased about it.
Well, this ought to be a fast-paced match for sure, because, you know, Dave Jericho, he can get it on in that ring, and trained by Ricky Morton, that's an accomplishment that not many wrestlers can say.
Definitely. One of the select few, and he seems to have been a very good student right now. He's going for the cover. Skyfire kicks out.
Well, I tell you, Ricky Morton, he's been around the block for sure. He's been World Tag Team Champions at least 5 times that I know of, and nice suplex by Dave Jericho.
Well, this is a pretty even match. Skyfire has the size advantage, but I would give the speed advantage to Jericho. And here's a couple of chops. Nice, vicious chops, but Skyfire comes right back with a couple of knees, takes him into the corner, comes back with some chops of his own.
Yeah, pretty good ones at that.
Jericho with a rake in the eyes there. And that's the thing about IPW. These wrestlers will do whatever it takes to get a victory. We have told our referees to be as lenient as possible in regards to disqualification. We have also eliminated the 10 count outside the ring. If wrestlers exit the ring and want to fight all throughout the building, well, hey, that's fine by me.
That's what I like about IPW. I don't believe there's no rules in IPW. If they are, I hadn't found them.
Well, I have the rule book. It's on the back of a business card. I tried to fit some rules on there, but there wasn't enough room. All I got to was "there will be," and that was it. So that's the rule book.
Well, that's the way we like it. I'll tell you what, it looks like a surfboard coming up here.
There's Surfboard. This is an oldie but a goodie. This has been used throughout the years by some of the all-time greats. It's a submission hold, but if Skyfire doesn't watch out, he may get himself counted out. I do believe his shoulders are down, but Jamie didn't see that.
Well, you know, Jamie was paying attention to Dave Jericho being in the pain that he was, and hey, he forgot to do the count. That's a lucky break for Steve Skyfire, because he would have had to break the hold to get rid of the 3 count. Good grief.
There's a big backbreaker by Skyfire, and I think he's going up to the ropes now. Both of these men are very comfortable in the air. We've seen them spend probably as much time in the air as they have on the mat. Skyfire going for the pin, and Jericho kicks out at 2.
Well, I'll give these 2 guys credit. You know, I said it was going to be a boring match, but hey, they proved me wrong. Steve Skyfire, he's an up-and-coming star, and Dave Jericho being partners with Ricky Morton, hey, the future is so bright, he's got to wear shades, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, that's definitely true. Jericho does have a bright future ahead of him, but I think so does Skyfire. He worked for Smoky Mountain for a little while, about a year and a half ago, and now he's here in IPW Pro Wrestling, and he's a definite one to keep your eye on. He's got Jericho now in a bad way. It's a nice leg drop on the back of his head.
He's feeling the effects of that knee shot to the gut, that's for sure, and Steve Skyfire's taking full advantage of it. You know, they might be friends, but hey, the bottom line here is who gets your hand raised in victory, and hey, that's one that carries home the gold and the paycheck too, by the way.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, all's fair in love and war, and here in IPW Pro Wrestling, this is war. Right now, he's got him in a face lock, I believe, front face lock.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll say this. Anytime you see IPW on the card, you better get there, because it's only the finest wrestling that's allowed to be on TV. Most violent wrestling allowed on television, I can guarantee you that, because the best is yet to come.
Jericho tried to run into the corner, and Skyfire gave him an elbow. Oh, he slipped on the ropes there. Nice moonsault from the second rope. Moonsault from the second rope. You don't see that too often, but just as effective. Uh-oh. Skyfire's getting a little cocky here, I think. He had him down, and he decided not to go for the pin, and he let him get up, and now he's picking him back up. That may be a costly mistake.
You got that right. I tell you what, nice full body snap by Dave Jericho, and here we go for a cover. Yes,
he gets him. Dave Jericho's your winner with the Franken Jericho.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, David